Hi everyone. So here is another webinar on demand podcast, as we're calling them. Today, the whole point of these is just to introduce, prospective ERP buyers and, as you know, Sage users, either in Sage 50, Sage 200, whatever Sage package you have at the moment. If you're ready to upgrade from the good old Sage 1 or Business Cloud account as well. This is just really bringing to that you understand what's on the marketplace. And we've worked with a lot of ISV vendors such as CIM services. I've got Martin here today, who you could have caught at our recent events in Belfast and Dublin. I've known Martin for some time now. We've been chatting on and off, Martin, and Martin's got a really interesting manufacturing background, worked with a lot of systems. Martin, what was your sort of takeaways from the event? You want to introduce yourself and CIM services?
Hi, Johnny. Yeah, thanks, everybody. So yes, I'm from CIM Software. We are a Sage ISV or tech partner, as we're known now. We've been around since the 90s and predominantly in the manufacturing space. Implemented a large number of manufacturing solutions across Sage 50 and Sage 200, predominantly using the Sage manufacturing solutions, which were available until recently. But back in 2017, we ventured into writing our own solutions and released what was CIM 50. Mainly as a replacement for Sage 50 manufacturing. But then what soon become apparent is that there's still a huge requirement for a manufacturing solution at the Sage 50 level, and started to sort of sell that into new sites which were coming from the old sort of manual systems, spreadsheets and things like that.
Okay. Of course.
And then back in 2020, Sage approached us to become a strategic ISV and appear on their price list. So our solution is now, for peace of mind for prospects, is fully accredited, tested, and Sage have done a due diligence on our business so that they know that we are going to be sticking around for some time.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're a Sage 50 user, or you're coming on to Sage 50 as an entry level cloud connected product as such,
Yes.
Martin, it really is the only manufacturing option available for UK and Ireland SMBs at the moment. Would you agree?
Yes, it is. Yeah, there are other third parties out there, but our unique USP, if you like, is that it is integrated.
It's on the marketplace.
And it's on the marketplace, yeah.
Exactly.
So there's no need to replace your products in Sage 50, your sales orders, your purchase orders. There's no batch updates between the two systems. They are fully locked together and integrated together.
Brilliant. And Martin, you've been around a long time, and you've seen, sort of the whole takeaway of this event is stepping into this digital economy almost. And you spoke to a lot of people in both Belfast and Dublin. I'm sure. What are you seeing is sort of some of the key problem areas you guys are specifically focusing on and helping users adapt to these digital processes and easily adapt to having these systems in place as having Sage at the core.
Yeah, so people are finding that they need to get on top of costings.
Yeah.
Okay. In this day and age, with the sort of the squeeze on costs and things like that, they're needing to get on top of that. They're also needing to get on top of sort of deliveries and making sure that they're delivering on time. Okay, to meet customers' due dates, making sure that they got enough materials. They haven't got too much. Because at the end of the day, if they're holding stock, then that's tying up cash flow. What do they need to buy? What's the best price? Who do they buy from? And bringing all of those requirements together into sort of some sort of planning, which they generally, if they've not currently got a system, are trying to do with sort of spreadsheets, manual systems and things like that. So we're able to sort of digitize that, and the system is able to sort of pick up on sort of demands from sales orders in Sage, reorder levels, that sort of thing, to bring all of that together. And then there's sort of the capacity planning. So do they have the resources? So from a rough cut capacity planning point of view, do we have the relevant machines? That drilling machine there's always a bottleneck. We may be able to they may be able to identify that and maybe bring in an additional machine that sort of opens up a whole new market for them. And then it's all about end-to-end control. So keeping control of the whole operation from the quotation through to the customer order, through
Yep.
to raising the purchase orders for our suppliers, manufacturing the finished item and maybe the sub-assemblies that go into that, to
Yep.
dispatching the goods and then getting that invoice out to the customer and hopefully getting paid for it. And all the while tracking and tracing all of that process. So with traceability,
Yep.
tracking labor times, tracking machine times, and tracking the costs. So
Yep.
estimated versus actuals right the way through the process.
With that seamless sync with Sage,
Yes.
of course. And I feel there is obviously, like you say, for small manufacturers. I take it that's your sort of core focus. Those small end manufacturers that are
Yeah.
start scale. You
Yeah.
know, I think it's amazing that there is all these other systems out there that may be able to do this, but like you say, it's creating those silos, not talking to your core financial reporting system. So I think is are on to something really special or to help the local business, small business communities, especially Martin. Where are you
Yes.
taking where are you taking all this? Give us a sneak peek behind the curtains. Where do you see is what's next on the agenda to continue to improve and enhance your offerings?
Yeah. So when we sort of set out on this, we did base our solution on the legacy Sage 50 manufacturing solution from Sage, but
Mhm.
added probably about 80 or 90 additional features.
Yep.
And we've continued to develop that with things like shop floor data capture, barcoding solutions, our carbon footprint calculator for calculating the carbon or kg CO2 equivalent of manufacturing your products. Okay,
Right.
but we're looking to expand on that further, and we've got a wish
Yeah.
list of as long as our arm, if you like, and we just keep looking to develop that and listen to our customers and listen to what they're asking us for and try to include as many of those additional features into the system as we possibly can. And that may be moving into sort of things where we sort of streamline business processes, which are maybe bogging people down, giving people better insight into their data.
Yeah.
Right the way through the system so that they can analyze that and make those choice decisions.
That's fantastic. And the fact that even Sage have put out white papers, and working with the whole carbon agenda from the showcase in Glasgow last year, to aim for the 2030, 2050 sort of carbon agenda where financial
Yep.
directors are playing a more, or, small business owners have a bigger
Yep.
role to play and being
Yep.
able to capture that carbon footprint data. Touch a bit more on that, Martin.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah, so it's also worth adding that, just touching on Sage there, that at the last Sage event back in November, we
Yeah,
actually won the Sage Solution Innovation Award for our carbon footprint calculator.
I remember seeing that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yep, done. Yeah.
so which was a great accolade, and we were very pleased to have received that. But yeah, basically the carbon footprint calculator allows you to plug into the system you can go in sort of a couple of modes. So as with everything, you can go as granular as you want to, but essentially what it does is allow you to set up the energy, the CO2 equivalent of maybe the vehicles within the business, the energy that the machines are using. You can also set up kg CO2 equivalents for the materials that you're buying in if your suppliers provide you with that information. And essentially what it is an alternative costing. So much the same as you'd have a costing for the X number of components add up to a cost, and that's a material cost for a bill of material. We would add up all of the kg CO2 equivalents across the components, across the machines and the resources to come up with a carbon cost of kg CO2 equivalent for a particular item that we're manufacturing. We
Yep.
would then raise the works order, and then once the works order is completed, depending on the completed quantity, you would have an overall kg CO2 equivalent for that week's manufacture or that month, for you then to be able to report against that, take
Yep.
that value to say somebody that like the Carbon Trust, and offset that kg CO2 equivalent for a maybe a carbon offset project, maybe
And
sort of.
and you guys are making it so easy to report on that data.
Yes, yeah.
Uh,
So the reports and dashboards to provide that.
you know what? That's a show. That is a definitely a major standout functionality feature there for any small business owner or financial controller. You know, looking into Sage 50 or running Sage 50 that needs a manufacturing solution right now.
Yeah,
Reporting this going forward. And, you
so
know, it does provide a degree of attractiveness for today's youth in terms of, you know, they are all, you know, on board with this carbon
yeah,
emission
that's it.
challenge in
It's
20.
very here and now, isn't it? So
Yeah,
yeah,
and they want to see evidence of sustainability from their employers. So you
yeah,
know, it's you're doing something special there, Martin. And that just brings me to
indeed.
my last point. Do you have any final thoughts you'd like to share to the audience? You know, they couldn't attend our events, and they're continuing to follow Acorn's journey here of manufacturing solutions.
Yeah. What I was going to mention as well is, in addition to our CIM 50 solution, we also have our Sage uh, manufacturing solution called CIM 200, which
Right, right,
also integrates with Sage 200 and provides the functionality across works orders planning,
right.
and seamlessly integrates with Sage 200. So if you've got any Sage 200 users out there, that or Sage 50 customers that have
Yep,
outgrown Sage 50 and need to move up to Sage 200, then we do have a manufacturing solution which integrates that and takes advantage of the core modules within Sage 200, such as again the stock control, sales orders, purchase orders,
yep.
project accounting, the bills and materials. So we're not replacing any of those, but what we do is we enhance those. So not only do we provide the works orders and planning, but we also enhance the modules within the current Sage 200 system for things like maybe multiple drop dates on sales orders.
Yeah.
We do multiple routes. So if a particular job can go down two different routes, so you might have a CNC milling machine shop and a manual CNC manual machine shop. You could have two routes which have alternative costings and alternative times, those sorts of things. And again, we're just sort of moving the manufacturing, what was Sage 200 manufacturing, just moving that forward, because we knew the issues that people were having with that. And again, I've added probably another 30 or 40 additional features over and above what Sage 50 manufacturing, Sage 200 manufacturing was able to offer. Sorry.
Absolutely, and it makes sense as a progress path for you for your 50 base there as well to
Yep,
step up into that flawlessly.
that's it. And we
Uh,
can migrate their data as well.
yeah,
So
amazing, and you know on that there, you know 200 is going to be a challenging space for you. You know, Sycon's been there for years now. You know how you find that challenge, Martin. You know you obviously work well together as well. I would
yeah.
imagine.
Yeah, and we are a partner for Sycon. So,
Yeah,
and the way that we see it is that they sort of go down two sort of different tracks. So if you're a business that wants to take advantage of the core modules which sit within Sage 200, then
yeah,
CIM 200 is probably the right solution for you. Whereas if you're a business where you've got maybe you might have construction, or you might have manufacturing and service, then maybe the Sycon solutions is probably the right route for you to take. So it's all about choice in this day and age, isn't it, Johnny? So
and
that's the way we see it.
that's as simple as you can make it, Martin. Thanks very much for that. So we'll wrap up here, Martin, then, and you know, thank you very much for your time today. And you know, best way to reach you, Martin, I assume, you know, through myself, you know, and you know, there's a video link below demonstrating the solution.
Yep.
Have a look at it, and if you're interested, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks again. Goodbye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.